I'm gonna let it out straight right now. You know, 14?
23? Mm-hmm.
Yuno was gonna buy you that $170,000 car, right? He was gonna use cash and buy the car for you on the spot. But after he found out what you did to Wright, how does he know he can trust you? How does he know that if Mike Block says, hey, give me the car, you won't just give the car to Mike Block? Or hey, if Mike Block says do this or do that against Yuno or against Clean Boys, because clearly they have an issue, you wouldn't do it for them. Why would someone be nice to you that supposedly you're friends, but you would backstab them instantly, right? And that's the issue, right? Motherfuckers in this city have numbers, and each number that's higher than the other will outweigh the next and the one that's lower. And it's inevitable that one number that's higher than the other is gonna have an issue, and you're gonna have to choose, and it's gonna happen, and it will happen.
So you're telling me that a 23 got hurt?
23 was gonna spend $170,000 for you. He was gonna buy you a car.
I don't care about that. I care about how he feels.
Yeah, and he feels betrayed, disrespected.
So you're saying I should betray my other friend instead? How do I know who to choose?
Because has Yuno ever told you? Has Yuno ever held a gun to one of us? Has Yuno ever betrayed any of the other friends? No. Mike Block fucks with every other friend on the list, and you don't seem to care.
Man. Everybody.
He's fucks with every single person on your list, and you don't seem to care. You know why? Because he's number one, and whatever number one does, it does not matter. Because number one is number one. Do you even know how you gave him number one?
But when,
do you even know why he's number one?
But when I do stuff for him, he's like, good job, 4T. You're the best, 4T.
Yeah, but anybody says 40.
Anyone can say that.
Hey, 40.
Hey, 40, good job, 40. Does that make me number one? No. Action makes me whatever number it is. And Yuno, bro, in my fucking eyes, Yuno should be the best number there is, because Yuno's the nicest motherfucker in the city, and Yuno was down to fucking give you a car. The first person that he thought about was you. He said, I want to help my friends that are in need, and then he thought of you, and he said, I want to help 40, she's really nice, I want to help her taxi business, I want to do this for her, I want to do that. And he heard you held up his friend for number one, and he felt betrayed. He's heartbroken. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do anymore. I was talking to him and I was explaining, hey, it's okay. 40 is your friend. But he said, what happens if Mike Block has a gun to my face? Who would 40 choose? And in reality, you would choose number one. And you would always choose number one no matter the circumstance. And that's the issue at hand.
I would, but I'm trying to make sure all my friends doesn't get hurt now.
Yeah, and Yuno gives cars. Mike Block gives debts. How is Mike Block number one when he hasn't benefited you at all? He tells you, hey, do this for me, and you do it. How do you even know? How is he number one? Do you even know why he's number one? What did he do for you that gave him the number one? Was he the first motherfucker that you saw? That's why? Does he even have a number one status?
He was number 50 back then. And number 50 was the one who spent the most time with me back then when I was all alone.
Yeah.
No one would hang out with me back.
Yeah, okay. 14 time.
At least he gave me a purpose of what to do.
Gives you a purpose. What purpose? Ill purpose is not good purpose, 40. Just because he spent time with you and just because he rode with you doing bad things doesn't mean he's right. Doesn't mean he's the one that should be number one. If he's over here providing ill purpose, he's leading you with ill intent, malintent, then why should he be number one? Just because he hung around with you? Just because he was sitting next to you?
We had a murder trial together.
Okay, does that make him viable? Does that make him a good friend? If you were in trouble, 40, if it was him going out life in prison or you think he would choose you? Hell no. He would choose himself over anybody. And it's him over everybody. And he uses you as a pawn in his chess game. And you just there for the ride. And when he wants to dispose you, you're gonna be fucking disposed. And that's what it is. And I've never had an issue with Mike Block. But now I got an issue because now he's fucking with everybody in this city and he's fucking with all the other friends you got. No other friends go against each other besides Mike Block. Mike Block is the only motherfuckers in the city that turns the numbers against each other.
That's true, 40.
Saying all this, and I don't know what to think anymore. This is why I feel like...
You know why you don't know what to think? Because of number one. We wouldn't have this issue if number one wasn't number one.
What are you trying to say?
If number one was someone else, we wouldn't be standing here questioning your decisions. We wouldn't even have an issue. You would have your friends. Everyone would love each other in your friends list. Don't you want that? Don't you want all the friends to just love each other? Don't you want all the friends to be friends? Exactly. You know why we can't get along? Because number fucking one. He's the number one issue.
I can't control him. He's his own person.
You know what you can change? You can change his number on the list.